Matchup now between two conferences with long intertwined histories, and it hasn't always been friendly. It's the SEC versus the ACC here today. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the number 10 team of the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Tigers will kick this deep to get us going. Here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Quick throw with the quarterback off the RPO. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The back's got it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Returner brought down by the coverage team. And it's a bunch formation. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
I'm not sure. Quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. The receiver grabs it.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Wide open downfield. Now here he goes. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
But it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Stopped right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And that pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And they'll move to 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig in.
A deep shot to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Lets it go quickly. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Catch is made down the middle. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect to his receiver downfield.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Nowhere to run up the middle. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Automatic on the PAT. This one will be fair caught. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. Picks it up himself and still going. He's in the clear. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, this guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting to those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He's going to take off here. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And the single back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. All the way back for a score. Touchdown, Texas. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the return man runs out of bounds. First play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. And it's, oh man, what a catch. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already he's thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
Catch made in space. Look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Press coverage now from the secondary. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Second down play coming up. Movement at the second level of defense now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. if you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. And the running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
A deep shot to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive moving. The quarterback keeps it here. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
I love this. Good job by this corner to come up, get physical, and bring the quarterback down on that option. Never gave him a chance to make his read and toss the ball out.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And not through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. They've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Design quarterback run. First down, looking for more now. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were not going to catch him that time.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Or controller. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback is definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Snags the good throw. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. New setter downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Using his legs on the scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle, but 1st down. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. The defense takes their 3rd and final timeout to make some adjustments at the sideline. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. What a catch! And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Gonna run it. It's James. And the defense able to bring him down. And that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They get the second half started with the running play. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move now. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. First play of this drive now from the 35. And looking to throw now on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They'll try the option play here. The ball is loose. Scooped up in the defense. Breaks into the clear. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the scoring party now. That is Eddie. Dream comes up with a fumble. Takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And here he goes. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They look to throw it here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. QB keeper all the way. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas, to put them on top now.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. That is broken up and incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Back-to-back deep shots. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Defense will accept the holding penalty. This pass rush has been ferocious. Offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's another deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
He's looking deep again. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Defense will accept the holding penalty. This pass rush has been ferocious. Offensive line resorting to anything to try to protect the quarterback. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. He'll be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They're starting the drive with a good throw to the right.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Important second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down. Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner is brought down. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, They come out in that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking for some space. It's James. Takes him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Back-to-back deep shots. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw yet again. Wrap down the middle. It's Cano. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as they try to cut in to this lead. The offense starts with a short field. A pre-snap motion from the offense. He's going to take off. Makes the first one his own, looking for more now. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself. My question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
On the ground, punching in for the score. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Receiver in motion now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on 3rd and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. Man, bad call, backfires. Now they get a tough decision here on 4th down. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. 2nd and long from the 14. Send the back in motion. The quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
Takes the ball and heads to the left.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock, and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds while keeping it on the ground.
End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th.
38, Clemson, 21.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback pulls the ball, it's a keeper. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
3rd down after that running play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Cano. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Second down after that previous play. Looking for a receiver. Finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to the left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. The penalty backs them up 1st and very long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Grinding away on the ground. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a gap. It's James. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
No, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.